Born ready?
Well, no, 3 since 3.
Since 3. Okay,
since
not
3,
born ready, but
3
since
PM.
3 p.m. you've been ready.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Miscellaneous Bullshit Podcast. I'm Sean Lavelle, and I'm joined by Tanner.
Ba-dang, da-dang, 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 da-dang.
Cobain Clark. What are you wearing anyway?
Dude, okay, so what? No, like nothing
like
serious. I wore this shirt.
Degrees,
I wore this shirt to work.
flannel.
And I forgot about the podcast. And I don't go home after work to do the podcast anymore, so I had nothing to wear. But I left this at work like 2 months ago.
I think there might be something wrong with you.
So I just threw this on.
Anyway, this is a Miscellaneous Bullshit Podcast. Here we go.
You threw me all the way off, guy.
Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I was looking for.
If you like pumpkin pie, then jump off a bridge. They are pumpkin pie is the worst.
You like pumpkin pie? Drink and drive. Okay? Drink and drive. My guy over here has plans, okay? What are you doing with your past? Okay? What are you doing with your past?
Man, I mean, it sounds like he kind of has his shit together now, a little maybe. Although he is just hanging out with his buddy, drinking bourbon.
But at least he admits that I was right. He was the worst. Dude, that is the last thing I thought he was going to say right there.
What's your deal,
I'm just in a musical mood, guy.
All right, well, you got it.
Okay. Crack this baby
and
open.
We're back. Our miscellaneous cocktail this evening is another beer from Lagunitas.
Brr.
Hopefully, it's tasty.
Oh, it's going to be tasty, dude. Does Lagunitas do anything wrong?
Not much.
Bro, it's a mega ale.
It's a mega ale. This is the Lagunitas Super Cluster Ale.
Holy shit.
I mean,
that is floral. I like it.
I mean, it's in your face. You know about it.
I'm in your face. You know it. I'm in your face.
I'm in your face.
Dom Toretto, baby. Fast and Furious.
Fast one, baby. Fast one. I love it.
That's so funny. He was in my face. I'm in your face.
I'm in your face.
Ooh, watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. If you guys are just tuning into the podcast, you never watched before, we love it.
And then no. Watch your back,
dude. Oh my gosh. Fast and Furious is like one of this man's things. Mm-hmm. And I don't watch the newer ones, but the first 3, I'm all over, dude.
You're a fool.
Me and Sean probably could do the first movie word for word.
Probably.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like it'd be like one of those rap performances though. Like we'd probably want the movie playing in the background. Yeah. But we'd crush it. Crush it. No one likes the tuna here.
Yeah.
Would you take your ass up the street, get that cheeseburger and fries for $2.95? So good. I can't say what he said after that. It's not allowed anymore.
Nope. It's out.
Maybe ever.
All right, so this is the Super Cluster Ale from Lagunitas. We may be changing the name of this podcast to the Lagunitas Review Podcast.
Once they throw some money this way, I'm all for that.
I'm down.
But right now, we're, Red Bull gives us the money. So we might have to change it to the Red Bull Podcast.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Red Bull's giving me a lot of beers.
Red Bull, if we were the Red Bull Podcast, we'd be doing like some extreme sports stuff.
Yeah.
But like now, we're just going to do some drunk sports stuff.
Yeah.
And that's even better.
Even better.
That's more our wheelhouse anyway, I think.
Drunk sports?
Yeah. The most extreme that like sports get for me is like pickleball. Have you ever played pickleball?
It's been on.
You know what it is, though.
I know what it is. It's been a long time.
Tennis with wooden paddles and a wiffle ball, for those of you who do not know. And it's a blast. Sean's most extreme sport is like longboarding. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty extreme in those LA hills, boy.
Dude, I didn't really longboard in LA, but we always found hills in Sacramento where I grew up.
You should take that thing on the coastal highway. Good views.
Immediate death.
Good views, though.
Great views. But you would die. I mean, you die fat. You die right away.
I mean, I'd die anyway.
Yeah, no matter
regardless.
What. So
walk outside all day.
So what's our take on this? I like it. It's huge. It's like 8% alcohol. It's like a big ass beer.
If you guys do not like IPAs,
mega ale,
you just want to stay far away from this thing. Yeah. Stay away from anyone who's drinking it, because the fact is, you could drink one of these and then breathe in someone's face, and they'll say, "You've been drinking beer." Like that's IPA. That's a no go. Yep. But for me, and for Sean,
calling it a win.
We like IPAs.
I'm calling it a win.
So whatever Lagunitas you nerds don't want to drink, send them our way, dude. Because you know what? The one thing we're not is bullshit. Okay, we talk miscellaneous bullshit, but we're not bullshit.
We're the real deal.
No, we bring the party, dude. Give me this Lagunitas. I'll drink the shit out of this. 10 out of 10. 12 out of 10.
Lord. So yeah,
let's get into it, dude.
Let's get into it,
man. Speaking of beer, this is like a perfect segue.
Yeah.
Something I saw advertised today.
Okay.
It's like a new invention. It's called the Cooper Cooler.
I hate the name.
It's a weird name.
It's not a good name.
But do you know what it is? Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of it.
Okay.
They need branding specialists to come in. That's where we come in.
What do you think it is?
Cooper Cooler?
Because it's not a cooler.
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, so...
Well, I mean, I certainly would have guessed that it's a cooler.
I mean, it's a... As far as, like, it cools, it's like if cooler is a verb...
Yeah.
Like you're the cooler of that.
I mean, it kind of sounds like a cocktail to me, honestly.
The Cooper Cooler. Yeah, like the Moscow Mule, the Cooper Cooler.
Yeah.
Oh. It should have been. It should have been instead of what it is, but what it is pretty cool.
Okay.
So basically, have you ever had to like roll a beer? You know what that means? Like roll a beer in like the ice or whatever? Like to like cool it.
Roll a beer?
Where we're from here in the Midwest,
That's
sir,
not a term.
you call it rolling a beer because you roll the beer in like the ice or like in the cooler or whatever.
That's not a real thing.
Okay, so have you ever tried to cool down a warm beer in the can before you drank it? But like you have no like because you're like I need this right now. Fridge is take too long.
No.
You just drink it warm, or what do? You just wait?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what you should do.
Just be ready. Just be stocked and ready.
Well, that would be number one.
Okay.
Number one would be stocked and ready. Number two would be, I mean, how quick are you talking about drinking it here?
Within a minute.
No, there's no solution to that.
Yes, there is. The Cooper Cooler.
Okay.
Okay,
well, okay. Before you explain it, rolling a beer in the ice is not a freaking solution.
Yes,
it
does.
might cool off the can. It's not cooling off the beer.
Dude, it does everything.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
The fastest way to chill something
is in the freezer?
No. Is to take something, a container of some sort, a cooler or something, and half ice, half water. That cools down faster than everything.
That's what we do in like whenever you roll a beer. It needs to be ice and water, and you just like dunk it in there, and you constantly.
Yeah, but it takes longer than a minute, though, guy.
Maybe like a minute 12.
Whatever.
Flat for me because I'm a pro.
So,
but the Cooper Cooler is on the table now, and that's where it goes in your house. On the table, maybe on the countertop. And so the whole point of it is you take a beer or whatever. Here. I'll demonstrate with this bottle.
A bottle?
You take a bottle of wine. It'll fit up to a bottle of wine. Okay. A normal sized bottle of wine or a beer. Bottle or can. And you take it and you throw it in there.
Yeah.
Butt first.
Yeah.
And you fill it up with ice and water. Like it's kind of like a Keurig that way. You can just keep it stocked with some ice and water, right?
Okay.
And then next thing you know, you close the lid on it and it cools your beer or whatever you're drinking 60 seconds. It chills it by rolling it.
Here's my issue.
No, there's no issue.
Here's my issue.
You'll just drink booze warm instead of spending $200 on this Cooper Cooler?
Here's my issue.
You don't have one.
One, be stocked and ready. That's option one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Option two is do the ice and water trick that I just described and drink whiskey in the meantime while you wait for 10 minutes for it to cool down.
So you're going to warm up with whiskey and then go to beer?
Yeah.
No.
Because I'm not a bitch.
No, dude, you're doing it wrong, dude. You start with the beer and then you just turn it all the way up to 11 with the whisk. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call whiskey whisk.
They call it whisk, or I call it whisk because it gets y'all stirred up.
Whisk.
It gets y'all stirred up.
It does get you stirred up. Stop that. Stop doing that.
You know what I mean?
Stop doing that.
You know what I mean?
Don't call whiskey the whisk.
The whisk.
No.
It'll get y'all stirred up. The
That's
whisk.
Out.
Hey, okay. If anyone is listening, please drop a comment. Let me know if we're going to make the whisk happen. If we're calling whiskey the whisk from now on, let me know. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate some backup.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
No, dude. Because the thing is, I got two terms that I'm trying to like patent for what they are. We're going to link up and sip some whisk. You know what I'm saying?
I hate you.
Dude, it is what it is, man.
I'll tell you
it is what it is, buddy.
I'll tell you what it is. It is that I hate you. Honestly, that is kind of cool. I don't really buy it. I don't
that it works as well as their advertising?
Yeah. Because here's the thing. I don't like things cold. I like them
chilled.
Cold.
Like freezing cold?
Cold. As cold as it can be before it's frozen.
Okay. So, like, you're saying the Cooper cooler wouldn't get that done for you?
Yeah, I think it's gonna like chill it a little.
Yeah,
but it's a new apparatus you have to have, and you have to stock it up. Which you do this little. Oh, it's like a Keurig. Like Keurigs are a pain in the ass.
Sometimes, yeah,
everyone hates them.
If you really enjoy drinking coffee, then yes,
Keurigs are a pain in the ass. They just are because you have to fill it up with water. It's a pain in the ass. It's not fun.
You have to do that with a coffee maker too, though.
I know. But at that point, just make a real cup of coffee because Keurig coffee sucks anyway.
A tea maker or something like that.
Keurig coffee sucks anyway. Anyone will tell you that.
So, but like by Keurig coffee sucks, you mean no matter what brand you buy that you stick in there, it just doesn't.
Not good. It doesn't taste right.
Why is that? It does taste different. I'll give you that. It does not taste as good. Is there a reason for it?
It's not the same method. They changed the whole.
I gotcha.
Change the whole thing.
I gotcha. We need to get back to its roots.
That'd be like if someone started brewing beer in this new, different way that only took like, I don't know, 1/16 of the time. And like, it's technically beer.
That's what Coors is doing, okay? And they're crushing it in the sales category.
They're like, oh no, it's technically beer. Like, yeah, but it only took you 1 hour to make from start to finish. From dirt and grains and stuff to beer 1 hour. Yeah. You think it's gonna literally be exactly the same?
Well,
no,
it could be the
There's
same.
Shortcuts.
But like
There's shortcuts
I see
involved.
What you're saying there because
there's shortcuts involved.
It does. I mean, it's technically beer, even though it tastes like what a drunk guy would pee.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, mixed with a little bit of water on top of that. Yeah, I can see that.
It's beer.
Maybe Keurigs are not the way to go.
No, they're not.
Maybe they're not. For certain people who just want to do like the morning cup, the 1 cup, I understand. But typically, because I have a Keurig, I don't use it. I buy all my coffee at Starbucks because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Also, like, there's been nights. Typically, if I use my Keurig at home, I do it at nighttime. Like if I drink coffee at home, I'm drinking it at nighttime, and there's like a weird reason why I want to drink it.
Yeah.
But
I got it.
If I'm drinking coffee at home,
that makes sense.
I want a coffee pot. Like, because I'm just, dude, cup after cup after cup.
Exactly.
Cups on cups on cups.
Cups.
Cupping.
All cups.
Cupping.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm on the fence about that. But it does sound cool. I mean, it sounds cool.
I'll buy one and I'll bring it over here for you.
Okay, we'll try it out.
And then it'll be
try it out on
yeah, we'll just keep it up. Dude, it could be our equipment.
I wonder how loud it is, though.
It sounded not like construction,
it's gonna be loud.
Not like jackhammer loud.
Yeah.
And not like train loud, but like passing car loud. And it actually makes the same noise.
Oh.
And like the little wind down, you know?
Yeah,
but it goes for 60 seconds, so it'd be like constant.
Yeah.
It is what it is, dude.
And
yeah, I got issues, man. If anyone wants to talk, reach out.
Yeah.
Reach out, because I don't have money to go see a therapist.
We certainly have issues. Some of those came through the other night.
What?
They were very on display.
What are you talking about?
Some of your issues.
No. I didn't even see you the other night.
I mean, we need to recap, because we've done some things.
Not really.
What do you want? You want to start oldest to most recent? You
want
to start most recent to oldest?
Let's go oldest to most recent.
Okay.
So, first time I met Sean.
Okay, yeah.
Is that where you want to start? Okay, we'll start somewhere in between now and then.
Right.
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago works.
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays ago. What were you doing?
Drinking.
So, typically, if me and Sean are gonna like do a thing, like go out, like which we were planning on doing, we're gonna drink before, heavily.
I think they call that pre-gaming.
But I don't think we're pre-gaming at this point.
It's just the game.
It's just the game.
The game is on.
How am I gonna pre-game? How am I gonna pre-game if I'm always checked in? Huh? I don't need to go to the fucking scores table. I'm always checked in. Bring a bottle of booze right now. I'm checked in, dude.
He's checked in, bro. Checked in.
Fucking the rep doesn't need my numbers. They don't need to write that down on the scorecard or anything. They don't need to sub someone else out. I'm in the game. Call me EA Sports, baby.
Jeez. So we went out a couple Fridays ago. We went out Franklin Street in Evansville.
Boom.
Like you said, we did drink
in
before.
excess.
You could call it that. You could say that. Things like that have been said before.
If we were driving and got pulled over on the way to the bar,
yeah,
we would have been in trouble.
I think maybe.
I think that's drinking. I think that's drinking in excess before you go out to drink.
I don't think so. To be fair, I don't think it had caught up with me yet. I think I was fine.
But did you know that they actually passed a law where like you cannot get a DUI between noon and 6 p.m.?
Really?
Facts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we were cutting it close because we were at like 6:30, so they might have got us.
It was like right there.
They might have got us.
That's good though.
Yeah, I mean, because realistically, like if you're drinking between noon and 6, like those are not like sleepy hours. Like you're still very conscious and know what's going on. So like your wits are about you. It doesn't matter if you're 0.117. So maybe that doesn't make sense.
I might change my schedule. Yeah, 0.1. Yeah, I got it.
It's a 117.
It's a 117. Okay, so I may just change up my whole routine. I'll just change it up. I'll just change my hours. Yeah, my sleeping and waking hours I'll change.
Absolutely.
I'll just change all that up.
Yeah. So that you only function between noon and 6.
Mm-hmm. No, well, no. Because there's the hours before. There's before. Because there's drinking before and drinking after.
Yeah.
But I would just restructure it because right now that would not really benefit me that much.
No.
But I'll just restructure it so that it benefits me greatly. So like, I'll get up. Around when I get up now. And I'll do some things, but then I'll start drinking
at noon
at 11.
11, yeah.
11:30.
11:30, and then by the time it's like maybe like you go and do some errands or something, you can just hop in the car and you're good to go because it's 12 already.
And you got all kinds of time.
All kinds.
6 hours.
Even if you hop in the car before noon, you're probably not drunk at that point.
Yeah,
that was only 30 minutes.
So you got plenty of time
to run your errands.
Run all your errands. Yeah, dude. You do your stuff, and then you're home before 6. You're right at 6.
Imagine how much better your daily errands would be if you were just allowed to be drunk.
Yeah.
During them. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I have lived in a world similar to that at one point in time, and it was great.
Yeah, you can do it again, dude, because the world is all in your head, man. It's just how you operate.
It's all relative.
It's just how you operate.
I've heard it both ways.
So I think maybe we should switch to that. But getting back on track a little bit, what we did was we went down to Franklin Street. We had a business meeting. We'll talk about that maybe later, some other time, some other week. If things come to fruition. Maybe a big surprise for you guys. Okay, but so we went down there, had a little meeting, and then met up with one of our buddies who you guys probably know if you're a viewer, Trandon Michael McCrae. He was down there, and he was ready to drink a little bit too. Right. And we had a great night. We started out at Sportsman's, and then I'll let you take it over from there. Because I don't. It wouldn't be the best story if I told it.
That's where you forget. Mm-hmm. So we started out Sportsman's, had a good time.
Yeah,
we were drinking vodka Red Bull because it's Friday night.
I asked Sean. I do remember that. I was like, "Hey, Sean, what do you want to drink? I'm buying the first round." And you were like,
"What are we doing? It's Friday night.
What are we drinking? It's Friday.
Don't even ask. Just bring it.
Just fucking bring it."
So yeah, we started that off, and we had 3 apiece.
Easy.
Back
to back.
Right. And then it's time to get out of there.
Yeah. It was like a Lakers 3-peat in there, dude.
The funny thing is, it was like, it's like 10 o'clock, something like that.
Uh-huh.
Like 10 o'clock. And we're like, all right. And like the group's splitting up.
Yep.
Half the group's like, we're going to Marina.
And we're like, nah, we're staying on Franklin.
And I was like, no, we're not trying to go to Marina. Like, we're just going to hang out a little longer and then call it.
A little longer.
Because if we go to Marina, that doesn't shut down till like 3. So we're not trying to do that.
I don't shut down till like 5. So
we're not trying to do that tonight. So, whatever. We're just going to do our thing. And so we go to Bud's on Franklin.
Bud's.
Which sounds horrible.
And trust me, I know what you're thinking right now. Because I thought the same thing. Who the fuck would go to a bar named Bud's? Yeah, who's going?
No, not unless it's like a play on words like Bud's, like weed.
But there's
because like if it was like that, if it was like a play,
or they only drink Budweiser,
or they only I don't want to go to that bar.
Yeah, you'd be there clocked in.
Nope, I'm not clocked in there.
But yeah, no, like if the name meant something, but it doesn't.
It doesn't. It's like
just the guy's name.
Yeah, guy's name, Bud. Bud's is the bar. And
it's a former Harley, like a motorcycle shop.
Yeah. It looks like from the outside what you would expect it to look like being named Bud's.
Absolutely.
Certainly not somewhere you want to go. But Trandon said that's where you go. That's the
Trandon's been telling me about this place for like weeks now. He's like, dude, I go to Bud's now. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Wrong with
what are
you
talking about? And he's like, dude, it's like this country bar, but like I have an awesome time there. I'm like, shut up, dude. You don't go there. And then we went there on Friday.
We went there.
And I understood what he was saying because it was a fun time. Like, honestly, I mean, I don't want to exaggerate, but I feel like every time we step out, we have the fucking time of our lives.
Time of our lives.
Because,
every time.
Have we ever had a bad time? Dead serious question.
Every time we go out, it's the best time we've ever had.
We've never had a bad time.
Never.
We've never spent time together that wasn't work related and had a bad time.
Nope.
Not happening.
It doesn't happen. That's why we hang out.
That's why we hang out.
If it wasn't like that, we wouldn't hang out as much.
Absolutely.
Certainly not as much as we hang out.
No,
it's just the greatest
like,
time ever.
Every time I hang out with Lavelle and fucking this happens.
Right.
But it's like,
some drama or something.
Yes, and rules. You know what I mean? We're just crushing it, constantly feeding off each other, feeding off the energy around, bringing our own fucking nuclear reactor size amount of energy to the equation ourselves.
Bring the party.
And then we have Trandon, who's also down. He's just down, dude. He's like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And so we were there for a while.
I ran into my nope, I'll get back to that. So we were there for a while. Had some drinks.
Yep.
Heard one of our other buddies was on Franklin Street at Sportsman's of all places.
2J's.
Where we just left. And so we're like, you know what? Let's go talk to this motherfucker.
Let's go ruin this guy's night.
Yeah, let's go ruin his night. Which we then did, literally. Because we go back to Sportsman's.
Dude, that was hilarious.
Crash his party.
Yeah.
He had like a thing going on.
Yeah.
He
had it was like a wedding party thing.
Is that what it was?
It was like a
seriously?
It was like one of those small town Kentucky weddings where like they go to the courthouse or something like that.
Oh.
But they were just like having like a little group get together.
Before or after?
After, maybe.
It was like the reception?
Maybe, yeah.
We crashed their wedding reception?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, to be fair though, you can't crash something that's in public.
I mean, you can though.
I mean, like,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
We can't crash it. Yeah, we can crash it.
We did. We crashed it.
We crashed it. It makes sense. It's just their fault they picked a public place.
Right. I mean, like, because we could be there in the space
and give them
and not
like
be
respect.
In their space.
Like, give them respect, give them space, and just do our own thing.
But we showed up.
Come on, dude.
We came in hot.
We came in there like literally. I remember us kicking in the door like a Western, like a saloon, dude.
That's what it was like.
Where's Jacob Johnson?
Right.
And we're like looking for him, 6 shooters out and everything, dude.
Got in his face.
He was at the pool table, fucking scrub. He doesn't even know how to play pool.
He doesn't.
He doesn't know how to do anything.
We watched that happen.
We watched that go down. Bad.
It's terrible.
It was so bad.
And so, but then I ended up feeling real bad. Because then I realized, like, dude, we're literally just...
Oh, you saw what was going on.
We're just standing here roasting this dude.
Oh, that's all we were
for
doing.
like 1 hour.
And then, do you remember when I just started roasting his ex-girlfriend that was there, like, with him?
You did? I don't remember that.
You don't remember that part?
No,
not necessarily like me, like, just roasting her, like, oh, you old big head, like, stuff.
Not like that? Well, that's good.
You all long titty, no nipple having ass, bitch.
What is that from?
Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, his parents give him permission to tell the teacher.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, stand back. But no, like we got into like she's cool people. She's not listening, but just in case Jacob decides to like pillow talk this to her or something like that, like you're cool people. It's like it was like his ex-girlfriend, but like they're friends obviously, and like they're hanging out.
Yeah.
And like I basically just started doing like the same shit I did to him to her, like I do to anyone whenever I drink. Like, you suck.
Yeah, you do that.
Like that's kind of like how it started.
You do that. You don't have a line with that.
And then she'd kind of give it back.
Yeah.
'Cause she was cool. She's fun
feisty.
people. Yeah, feisty for sure. Yeah. And she would like give it back. I'm like, haha, fuck you. Literally at one point,
and then you crossed the line
because Jacob told me. He was like, dude, you know that you literally just told her fuck her, right? And I was like, I didn't remember, but I was like,
much.
Yeah, because I don't doubt it. You know why? Because the thing is, that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. And if you get offended, I understand, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry because the thing is, if you don't love me for me, then I don't know that you could even love me anyway.
I'm not saying that you should be sorry, but I am saying had I been in a better state of mind, I probably would have shut that down. I'm just saying.
You wouldn't have done shit. You would have joined in. I'd be like, Sean, look at it. Look at this big head ass lady. Dude, she ain't got no lips, dude. Look at
that. I would shut that down. However, I was too busy getting in Jacob's face. Dude,
listen here, you fucker.
I went because it was like, because the whole thing was like, we went over there to hang out with Jacob. And he was like...
Well, because he texted me and he was like, I'm down at Sportsman's. And we didn't know it was a thing.
Right. And I was like, And then we go over there and hang out, and he was kind of just like icing us.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, this is bullshit. And I was like, yo, are we getting in this? Are we getting next or what?
Like, there's like literally 6 people in a wedding party, like waiting to play this. And Sean's like, we got next, bitch. And they're just like, no, you don't.
And Jacob, because I said like, or what? Because it was like, yo, we got next. And it was like, all right. And then they just like ignored that, start the next game. Yeah. And I was like, what? All right, and so that was winding down. I was like,
not next group on the table,
and I was like,
dude.
Okay,
next
yo,
game.
like we got next or what? And Jacob was like, no, and I was like,
okay, Taekwondo. Why don't you come kick me or something, guy? Huh? I'll break this pool cue over your head, 2Js.
So then I just remember getting his, and I was like, fine then, like fuck this, let's get out of here. And I I kind of got in his face a little bit, not like
he didn't mention that.
Not like for real.
Yeah.
But just like
did you do like the 2-finger chest poke? Bitch.
I think so.
That would have been sick.
But
that's a power move.
Here's how, here's where, one, you and I differ because I remember things.
Yeah.
But two, I also, there's a piece of me that's still like acknowledging things. Because I did whatever I did.
And you're like, ooh.
And I got 10 feet away. And then I turned around and walked back and apologized.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I went back into his group and I was like, hey, man.
And that's when he said, Sean, you're drunk. Get the fuck out of here.
I think he probably did.
Something similar. He's like, you're a drunk guy. Leave, please.
I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I was just trying to, I was trying to be funny. And also, I was a little hurt. But I was trying to mask it in funniness. But it came off too aggressive.
You should have been hurt. Because the fact is, we didn't talk about it. But I know that we all went there with the same thing in mind. We're going to grab 2Js and we're going back to Bud's.
Yeah. We're going to hang out. We're going to...
2J's going to be with us now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yes. That's what
he's clicking up. We're clicking up. We're linking up.
Damn it.
Dude, we're linking up and we're walking. At that point, it's 4 people. So it's like a...
Yeah.
It'd be crazy, dude. I don't even know if you can do that fucking... What's your problem, Sean? You ain't weird. Monica.
I think that's...
Oh my God. Fast and Furious reference. If you guys didn't get it, okay.
I think I'd be wrong. I think that's what we had, and we were going to go to something else.
We're going to like a swinger situation.
But anyway, so that didn't work out. So we left.
And went back to Bud's,
Back to Bud's, where in fairly short order...
We had patio time.
No. Prior to that.
Oh.
I ran in my arch nemesis. My nemesis,
Beef,
who shall remain nameless.
And he was fake as fuck, dude.
Let me just say this right now.
You know what makes me so mad? I'm gonna give you your thing, but before you do, because I know what you're about to say.
I'm gonna tell you,
dude. Literally, if you have a problem with someone, or maybe you don't, but like you just like to act like you do, and you want to tell people that you hate so and so, keep the same energy when you see so and so, dude. Because like that. The thing is, man, if you're a grown up, no one's gonna fight over it. If you just don't like me, just don't talk to me. Don't even extend your hand for a handshake.
Right.
You know what? Because if someone that I don't like put their hand out for a handshake, I want to say I'd slap it away. Yeah. I don't know that I would slap it away depending on who it is, but I definitely wouldn't put my hand out. And there's been people in the past where you've seen that situation play out.
Yeah.
And
or they would understand the vibe. Or they would understand the vibe.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal. To be clear, Okay, I have an issue with this guy now.
Because he's a bitch.
He is a bitch. I definitely have an issue with him now.
Yeah.
My issue with him prior to now was because he had an issue with me. Now, I didn't really have much of an... I had an issue with him. I said goodbye to that issue. And it was done. It was over. And I was like,
because you're a grown man.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so I'm done with that issue. There was a thing, and now it's not. And if I run into this guy, it's like... We're not buddies.
Let alone 3 years later.
Yeah, we're not buddies, but it's like I don't harbor ill will towards him. It's just like, okay, whatever. However, I start hearing this guy's talking shit about me.
Well, because what's funny is, you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? And this has even happened at work whenever he worked there in the past. People, okay, do you guys not realize, local people who know us, do you not realize that Trandon is our friend?
I think they don't.
Not our friend. Best friend.
Yeah.
If I'm getting married tomorrow, Trandon's at the altar with me.
Yeah, he's there.
I love that guy.
Of course.
And you love that guy. And guess what? It's not just a one-way street. He loves you. He loves me. So do you think that you could really just talk shit about the group of people that he's out with and would go out with any given time?
Yeah.
and think it's not going to come literally right back to us 12 seconds later after you guys shake hands and walk away?
I don't think so. We should cool on the Trandon thing because I don't want to call him. I don't want to mess Trandon up. But that is a good point. But in general, it's like, why are you talking shit to people?
A third party, like a shareable third party.
So we run into this dude, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And I'm like, and he's like, he's cool. And I was like, you know what? I was like, cool, man. Hey, man, good to see you. Like, it's all good.
Yeah, because that was 3 years ago.
It's all good. I know there was an issue, which I totally got over, and I'm over it. And then there was several other issues because you were just talking shit about me
for no reason
for years. Yeah. And okay, you know what? I'm over that too. Let's go. It's cool.
Yeah. We're out drinking. We're having a fun time.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So shot. Have a good time.
And the nerve of someone to buy a drink. Didn't he buy us a round?
Yeah.
And then literally turn around and talk shit.
Yeah, he did.
It's like, dude, like
he did.
First of all,
so yeah, we do. Yeah, we hang out. We hang out for a minute. Do a shot. I go outside. You and I go outside. We're having, we start some patio time.
Yeah.
On the at Bud's outside, which we'll get into further in a second. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh yeah, he was talking bad shit about you. I'm like, what? When?
Trent is like just now,
literally right now. I'm like, whoa. Hold up, seriously? Yup. What the fuck? Okay,
he just bought us drinks.
Okay, all right.
He just bought drinks for us.
Okay, that's fine. So I have vowed I'm not gonna be cool with this dude. I'm not cool with him.
If we see him tomorrow night, we're not going out tomorrow night, but if we saw him tomorrow night, what would you do? If he approached, because if we saw him and no one said anything, we just walk away because we're grown men.
Right.
But if he approached you tomorrow and was like, "Hey, Sean, what's up?" What would you do? Dead serious.
Right now. Okay.
Don't exaggerate.
I'm not gonna lie. No. I don't want to lie, and I don't want to exaggerate.
I want to feel the realness.
Okay. Truthfully, if he did that, oh, what's up, Sean? Handshake. Truthfully, I would probably just mildly reciprocate. Would be my immediate
you'd put your hand out.
I'd put my hand out. I'd be like, but it would be mild. It'd be like, hey man. It'd be like that. And then if there was, truthfully,
if he started shooting the shit,
shooting the shit, it'd just be like, bro,
what's up with that?
Yeah, hey, so what's up?
Yeah, do we have a problem?
It would just be like that.
Not like a confrontational, Sean, though, but just be like acknowledging.
It'd just be like, okay, so what's up? Let's cut the shit. We're cool or we're not cool.
Yeah.
If we're if we're cool.
Yeah.
But if not, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So where I'm at with it, I've never even spoken to this guy. I don't even know that I spoke to him on Friday or whatever when we went. Because
you did.
I've always known who he is.
Yeah.
From
the stories.
I've known the stories. And so here's the thing: I don't associate with bitches. Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow night, if we go out and he comes up to you, I'm stepping in front of you and I'm saying, bitch, these are my peoples. Okay? And I'm putting him in a headlock right there on the Bud's fucking dance floor, dude. I'll choke him out to whatever redneck music they're playing. It could be Gretchen Wilson, Redneck Woman. I'm choking this man out. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, dude, Garth Brooks? They call me Girth Brooks. And I'm talking about these arms, baby. I got some pythons. And I'll put that dude in a headlock.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Just for you,
man.
Just for you.
You know what? I appreciate that.
Because the thing is, man, I'm trying to keep that energy.
Yeah.
For whenever I see this guy out.
Right.
So I'm gonna smack his hand out of your chest.
I'll be like, I'll go to reciprocate, and you just be
and I'm just gonna smack it like that, dude. I'm gonna come through.
I appreciate it.
And then hopefully at that point, 2J's is with us because he's gonna hit this guy with a roundhouse.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he might miss. But he's gonna go for it. You know what I mean? And then
going for it.
At that point, it's on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on.
It's on in Bud's.
So that dude's a nerd, man. But we'll continue on with the night.
So then we go out to the patio, and after we, digest this situation,
discuss the shit talking.
So we're hanging, and then
boom.
It got weird.
It got weird real quick. But maybe not as quick as I'm thinking. It might have taken just a little bit longer.
There were two waves.
I think it got weird quick, but we didn't realize how weird it was until a little bit later. Yep. And then once we realized, you were the real one who realized, and you were just like, "We got to get out of here."
Yeah,
we got to get out of here.
It came in two waves, really three waves. Okay, really three waves.
Yeah,
there were. Okay, so there's three waves that happen. One, these two girls approach our table. You, me, Trandon, we're hanging.
Yes,
two girls approach.
Makes sense.
One of them.
Look at us.
One of them is like soft-spoken, sweet, quiet. She sat next to me.
Sits right down like that was her seat.
Like it was her seat. Like
I
was
she'd been there. Yeah, like she'd been there and she knew this guy.
It was a little too comfortable.
It was very comfortable.
The other one was wearing a bright yellow dress, and her personality matched.
Yeah.
Just
oh, and then she found the one guy who was willing to listen to everything she had to say and fired all back, and that was me.
That was you.
And so like she was just like
and so but they approached like they were friends.
Yes.
And then the quiet girl next to me goes, I don't even know her. I just met her right now.
I didn't know that part of the story.
Yeah, she goes, I just met her tonight. Like, I don't know her.
Well, that girl was the type of girl to meet someone and be best friends with them.
Yeah, for sure.
Makes sense.
And she's sitting next to me, and you yellow dress and Tanner are just back and forth like,
we're standing up off to the side, literally, and like his impression of me, like I remember that, like we were literally like, because we were roasting each other, like we were actually talking shit.
It was accurate.
Like we were talking shit to each other, friendly. You know what I mean? But we were talking shit. Like she's from like Alabama or something like that. And I was like roasting her, like hitting her with all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she was, coming right back, and we're having a good time.
And so then the girl next to me goes, and which Trandon is just casually observing. Like he's not, and the girl next to me goes, I don't even understand what they're saying. She kept saying that. She goes, it just sounds like they're yelling at each other. I don't understand what they're saying.
Absolutely.
And I was like, that's what they're doing?
That's what they're doing. You don't know that guy, and you don't know her, but I know him, and that's what he does.
Right. And so it was weird. It was sad. Like, I don't need to put this girl, like on blast or whatever. It was a little sad because she's new to the area and she didn't, you want to know?
Bear me.
She clearly didn't like know people in the area yet. And she was just trying to go out and like have fun and meet people. And she was like, this guy was like drunk hitting on me and this guy. And it was like, so this guy, like, I felt a little bad for her. Also could have just been like, could have been games. Could have been like, sympathy games. I don't know. But I see, we sat and talked for a minute. Polite conversation while you were like doing your roast thing.
The most polite. I could tell from afar. The most polite.
Right. And then, a song comes on and it's like, this is our song. And they're out. And it was like, okay, good. Because that was a little weird. It was a little intense. Yeah. It was a little intense, a little weird.
It was a little intense over here and a little comfortable over here.
Right. And then, but the follow-up to that, and it was right after, is that dude. Do you remember that dude who rolled up and sat right down?
He wanted to be our best friend.
Once again, sat down right.
What about us? What about us just says, hey, welcome.
But it always does.
Yeah.
But honestly, overall, I would say that's
like,
positive.
I'm not mad about it, but at the same time, there's something that we give off as a group that people are just like, nah,
I want to hang with you guys.
Yeah.
We bring the party. We bring the party, right? They're like, oh, is that what? Oh,
is that the party?
Okay.
Music's in there,
that's where
but the party's out there?
Right.
Bow.
That's where I'm going. So I would say overall, it is done as well.
Yeah.
Because we've had like fun we met Andre Maurice in St. Louis.
Andre.
And his whole crew.
Dropping bangers.
Greatest time ever. Yeah. Exactly. Greatest time. Marina, we've hung out with the time, like
multiple people
all the time.
Put us anywhere, we're good.
Maybe the issue was the crowd at Bud's, or specifically the patio
just
crowd.
The people that were there, maybe that night. We could single it down to that night.
Yeah, it could have been.
It was just a wild thing, man.
Yes, so first wave of crazy is out, and then this dude slides in, and it was just like, and again, he just pops up right next to me, like, and we're just and I'm just like, what? And dude was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude was weird. And this is where some of the weirdness started. Like the over the top, like that was giving me the like I don't like this.
Yeah.
Because again, I like almost everyone unless you give me a reason not to. And this dude gave me a reason not to. He started talking about, do you remember?
I can't remember exactly the same. I feel like he was racist.
Well,
or he said some racial shit.
We're in Evansville, bro.
Or just controversial shit.
No, he was more sexist than racist.
That might have been what it was.
He was super sexist, but he was talking shit about like his ex-wife. And
it's coming back to me.
And they had had kids.
That's not his. Yeah.
And like there was all this weird stuff with like he had kids, but he's out, and like just all this bullshit.
Dude, he's gonna be on like Maury next month.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Yes, it'd be like.
It was a crazy situation.
Maybe he thought we were like a talk show.
Maybe.
Oh, go figure. I guess we send off that vibe. But like, yeah, he came in and was like, oh, and he's like just like slamming his like the mother of his children.
Yeah.
And like, and obviously like not a good dad, not a good, you know, and I'm just like, dude, like this isn't this what you're doing? That doesn't fit here.
No.
You know, again, I like everyone.
Yeah, but not what we're doing right now at this place. Leave us alone because we don't want to hear that ever. And right now we're having a good time. So don't mess that up.
But also, like, you can't be like a shitty guy.
Yeah.
Or like a shitty dad. Because, like, if you were a shitty dad, like, we're not hanging out.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You got
this isn't happening.
Get your shit together, guy.
Like, if I'm a shitty dad, like, if everything about me...
You are the company you keep, you know what I mean? So we can't be hanging around with that guy.
Like, if everything about me is exactly the same it is, like, but also sometimes, like...
You beat your kids?
I beat my... Or, like, I slap my wife around.
Yeah.
It's like...
I'd probably stay away from you. I'd respond to your text, but I'd stay away from you.
Yeah, like, dude, we're doing a podcast, and you'd be like, I'm real busy this week.
I have AIDS. I don't think I'll ever be able to make it again,
leave
okay?
The house. Yeah, like you're not, you know, and I've talked about this for years, like with you know, with our other friend, like with Justin on the street. Like the reason that we get along in the group that we have is because like we hold similar standards.
Absolutely.
This dude did not meet that.
No,
but he slid right in there like he did. Right, and he took up. He was there for a while.
Yeah,
like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and I just remember. I remember because I don't do this. I'm a overall I'm a people pleaser in public situations where it's like, oh, let's keep everyone happy. But I just remember like shutting down and like, I'm not responding to this guy and just kind of being like, like single word, like kind of just trying to like turn, like be disengaged from him. Didn't work. He stayed around.
He stayed around for a while.
He rode straight into the third wave.
Yeah, which is those two girls coming back
with
and bringing a fucking friend.
Brought a friend.
And
man,
and she might have been the wildest one of them all. No, there's no might have.
She might have been. She was the wildest.
She was definitely the wildest
one.
She might have been the craziest.
She's the wildest girl I've ever been around.
She might have been the craziest person in that whole bar.
She was a reality TV show,
dude. She'd be a hit on like Flavor of Love or something like that, dude. Yeah. Because
she would get her own spinoff.
Because here's the thing: before we get into the rest of this story,
what was her opener? Well,
okay, I'm gonna do it. But before we get into that, I just want to let it be known, dude. You don't know what us men have to deal with, okay, on a daily basis, okay? Because it's rough out here for us, okay? Because if I said what I'm about to tell you, this lady said to me, okay, I'd be crucified.
Well, that is true.
I'd be crucified.
You definitely spent the night in jail.
I'm kind of being a little ridiculous about it. I wasn't scared for my life. I wasn't scared for anything.
No. It was just over the top.
I was scared for her and her future endeavors.
Well, yeah.
Because, and she has kids, she said, I'm scared for them too.
Certainly scared for the kids.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is, this is what she said.
Well, no, don't do what she said. Do the opener. Her opener, her like, hey, I'm here, was like the first thing she did. It was to Trandon.
I can't really remember. What was the first thing she said?
She rolls in, again, comes in hot. Comes in hot.
Yeah.
Up to Trandon. Mm-hmm. Rate me 1 to 10.
Okay. I don't remember that happening, but Trandon told me about
Rate me 1 to 10.
Yeah.
To
First
Trandon.
of all,
and it was like, whoa.
Do women ask that?
She did.
And then you know what Trandon said?
That.
You know what Trandon said?
What did he say?
Because he like explained the story to me because I did not hear that happen, but he told me the story.
Okay, wait. Before you tell me what he said, here's what I would get because I don't know what he said.
Because I didn't hear Trandon.
I know Trandon. Honestly, I would imagine that he did like a politician's answer, and like
you don't have to imagine any further.
And okay,
so what he said was, oh, you know, I don't really rate girls like that. Like he said to me, it's either a yes or a no. And then she was like, well, is it a yes or a no?
And he said, let me get you another drink.
Yeah, and he was just like, he backed all the way out of that.
What else can you do?
She put him in a corner, basically to tell, she wanted him to tell her that she was hideous.
Yeah.
Or beautiful. Really? No, or beautiful. But
if not that, then yeah. One or the other.
Because the thing is, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to say she was on like a scale of 1 to 10. I'm not going to say she was hideous like a 1. She definitely wasn't a 10.
No, she wasn't 10. But she. But okay. No, she wasn't. Yeah. But also
5.
Yeah. 100% objective. 5. That night.
3, 2. Yeah.
Could have been.
Oh, dude.
Could have been a 6 or a 7.
Dude.
But personality, because
you're in a bar. You could have amped it all.
Huge.
She could have been awesome.
She could have been like just sweet and nice and like or not sweet nice, like
or
bitchy
she could have been
funny,
or she could have been overly needy, aggressive, everything.
Right, and that's what she was. So
raunchy.
So that was her opener was rate me 1 to 10.
Her finale is crazy.
Yeah, and then there was a few minutes of craziness. Honestly, this wave did not last long.
Quick, fast.
I shut it down.
4 or 5 minutes tops.
So that was her opener, and then there was a few minutes of crazy, which went into.
So then, basically, she is talking to me and like golden dress lady. But because I think at this point I was standing up or I was sitting in my chair, but she was like right next to me.
No, you were sitting down.
And you were right across the table, one seat over, right across the table.
She was in your space.
And she was in my personal space.
She was in your bubble.
And she said, hey,
yeah,
I love anal.
Mm-hmm.
I'd really like to have a threesome.
With you.
Yep. And I said, Jesus fucking Christ!
Right.
What?
Right. No.
What?
No, I'll pick it up.
Go ahead.
Because I heard anal. Because,
Sean thought it was me offering it out, and he was really confused for a second.
And so I hear that, and I think at this point, I was standing up.
Yeah.
Because
you did like that. You threw your lawn chair back.
I was I was already standing up. I was uncomfortable. This girl made me uncomfortable from Jump Street.
Yeah.
So I was already uncomfortable. So I was already standing up because I was uneasy.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that.
Rightfully so.
And I don't remember. I was standing. I think I was behind maybe that weirdo dude that wouldn't leave us alone. I don't know. But I couldn't really, I couldn't exactly see. I did not have a clear line of sight to her. Mm-hmm. And I just heard that. And I was like,
I like anal.
And I go, whoa. And so then
what is happening right now?
So then I go like this, and I lean. If you're not watching, I lean around whatever my obstruction was to look at the situation and see what's going on. And when I do that, she sees me.
Yeah.
And she looks right at me, and she points at me, and she goes, "You're cute. You could join." And I said nothing.
Yeah.
And she immediately goes, saw my ring, and she goes, "Oh fuck, you're married." And I went, and this was it. And this was
the exit.
This was my closer.
This is a good closer. This is a good exit.
I go, "Yep, I'm married." I point at you, and I say, "He's practically married."
Yep.
And I point at Trandon, and I say,
"Best one.
He's gonna be married someday. Let's get out of here." And we fucking left
and called that chick.
No. And we left, dude.
We definitely didn't call that chick, dude. We moved through there like a unit, like Secret Service style.
I was like, no, we're going now. Like
it was like you in the front, me and Trandon like in the back, triangle formation. In the middle, who we were protecting instead of the president was our group identity.
Yeah, our sanity.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just who we were.
Yeah.
No, get the fuck out of here.
And
we're out.
We had to go. It came off like a joke, like we're out, but it was like, no, but I'm serious.
The thing is, what's funny
right
about it, like in retrospect, do you know what time that was?
It was like 2 a.m.
It was already 2 a.m.
Yeah, like
because I was going to say, I don't remember us being ready to shut it down at all.
I mean, we weren't because we're literally insane.
Yeah,
because that was the joke.
I'm saying, but like we were having fun.
We're having a good. We were
even whenever that dude showed up, like we were still talking. You know what I mean? Like we're still doing our thing and like chilling and like give us a place to do it and some drinks to do it.
Yeah,
and like we'll have an okay time.
Do that all night.
And we were probably going to a little bit longer if this didn't happen.
That was the joke. And honestly, and then we still hung out till like 2:30. Like we went outside, we walked around,
like the parking lot
before we were like
there
figuring
for a
it
minute.
out. Yeah. But that's where, I mean, that was kind of the joke. Like we're not trying to hang out till 3, and then we like hung out till 2:30.
Hung out till 2:30.
Anyway, it doesn't matter because we bring the party.
So we hit our goal.
That was literal, pure insanity.
Word for word, I like anal. I want to have a threesome with you. You're cute. Oh, shit. You're married. I'm married. He's practically married. He's going to be married someday. Let's get the fuck out.
Yep.
Word for word, what happened? In a really like, but like, I don't know if you know Sean well enough. It was like, I don't want to say like dramatic, like over the, but it was like assertive fashion. Like you stood up and you were like, bow, bow, bow. Let's fucking go. And Sean does like this 2-finger thing, like, wah!
Yeah,
and like
whip.
Yeah, it was like a whip or like a lasso, because like you grabbed us. You know what I mean? Like you're like, phew.
Well, I'm protective in general. Absolutely. I'm protected by nature.
Yeah.
So when I see this situation,
when she sees girls offering us up anal, he's like, no, you guys are out. Down. You guys are out. Yeah. We're shutting this shit down.
Yeah.
MBPod, we bring the party. This chick's trying to bring some crazy party. Okay, we're heading out.
we got to go.
So that was our Friday night on Franklin.
That was Friday night on Franklin.
If we hadn't shut it down so early, there'd be more to tell. Because the thing is, we don't stop. Okay, we don't stop. We just need to start hanging out at the casino where they don't kick you out. They just don't kick you out.
They do stop serving booze though.
What?
Of course,
you can do
Indiana. Still Indiana.
You can.
If we're in Vegas, they don't stop.
Dude, why is Vegas so much better than anywhere else in the world?
Dude, Vegas is the best.
Dude, oh my God. You know what I was thinking about? You know how they're taking like the Oakland Raiders to Vegas? Mm-hmm. First of all, football players are notorious for being criminals anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, the Raiders are like the shadiest organization in football in Oakland.
Of all time.
And now they're going to be in Vegas?
It's not going to be good.
You know how many articles are going to come out next year about these dudes doing like fucking coke off strippers and stuff like that in the club?
You know what I'm going to say? None. Buried. They're all going to be buried.
They could be. They could be.
You're going to bury every single one of those.
They could be. But it's going to happen. It'll happen. Dude, there's too many strippers and too much cocaine in Vegas, not for a football player not to snort it off of a stripper.
It's true.
It's just facts.
It's true. So we'll do it quick because, I mean, that one took long, but honestly. But
it took a while.
Took a while.
But it was a good story, though.
But this past weekend.
Story.
So this past weekend, we recorded a podcast.
Yes.
With Jess.
You guys,
on Saturday.
Whenever we put this out, will have already been out.
Yeah.
We recorded a podcast with Jess, and then we went straight into the shenanigans.
Pure shenanigans.
Easily.
So we got done, and then we just started. Well, we were already drinking because we were doing a podcast.
We were doing the podcast, dude. Honestly.
Go figure.
I think we were drinking before we came down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we're hanging out.
I mean, that's what we do.
If we're hanging out outside of a work environment or a business environment, we're drinking. Right. Typically. And then, we're doing the podcast, so we're drinking more. And then we had plans for that night.
Yeah.
And so we were doing
So we're hanging out. It may have been too much.
For me?
It may have been too much for you.
For me? So you say.
Dude, okay. So we did play some Frisbee.
I should have been 2-0. We choked that second game.
You choked hard.
We choked. We were up 20-15. Gower, if you're listening, you need to step it up, dude. Because I don't remember you being very good that night.
Dude.
I don't remember it.
I think he might chase you down after that comment.
Dude, the first game, I know for a fact I did better than him. I don't remember the second game. Because I know I was already, I was there.
I'll give you a hint.
I wasn't throwing very well.
No. If you don't remember it, probably wasn't good.
But first game, I hit 3 bottles down.
Yeah, you did.
And he did not hit
one
any
of them
bottles
hit
down.
me in the throat. If you don't know what Frisbee is, Google it. I'm not going to explain it.
French darts, Frisbee.
Frisbee or French darts.
Or Google time of your life.
Yeah, time of your life. Have the best time of your life. It's a fantastic game.
Yes.
It's better than cornhole.
Yeah.
Horseshoes, what? It's not even a thing. Fuck horseshoes.
Fuck horseshoes.
Fuck shoes.
Period. Fuck shoes, dude. Sean's wearing mandals right now, okay?
No doubt.
Fuck shoes, dude. Sun's out, toes out. Something like that. Something like that. Bros out, toes out.
Bros out, toes out.
Oh! Dude, now we're going to be sandal gang, dude.
Yeah.
Let's just wear mandals. And then that's like, we'll get matching shirts. Bros out, toes out.
Bros out, toes out. Done.
Killing it. Next.
So we had a good time. Had some drinks. Heavy drinks. We started playing poker. I don't remember what happened.
It took me longer to start than it took me to play. Maybe by a couple seconds.
Truth be told, I mean, you're already gone at this point.
Yeah, I was.
You did lose your whole stack to me. However, it was a pure
second hand.
It was a pure coin flip. Yeah, it was your second hand. It was a 100% coin flip, and you easily could have taking my whole side. It doesn't matter.
Or I could have just easily not played the fucking hand.
And then you went, fuck this game.
I'm out.
And then almost immediately after that, we take a quick break. And we're standing outside. And this is where it gets funny. This is what, because you don't remember this. This is why I want to talk about this.
Is this me and Trannon's thing?
No. Well, okay. Yes. I mean, this is when it happened.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you knew that.
I don't remember it, though.
Right.
Just stories.
So I go out.
And how my foot feels.
We take a quick break. And Tanner is harassing Trandon. Not
as I always am.
Not sexually.
Not sexually. Don't be
weird.
Verbally and
physically.
Dude, the thing is, if I want to touch Trandon's butt, I'll touch his butt, dude. He's not going to do anything about it.
No, he wouldn't. I mean,
Facts.
He could, but he wouldn't.
He couldn't.
But
I'm a man's man.
But you did kick him multiple times or something? It's kind of aggressive.
So, okay, this has happened. So whenever the story was described to me, this has happened multiple times. Trandon and I, sober, we don't talk about fighting each other, but if anything about fighting gets brought up, period, anything about oh, I can kick that, I can punch that, or he punched him, right. Or did you see that UFC fight? Anything. I'm like, Trandon, I'll beat the fuck out of you, dude. Trandon, I will beat your ass. Because back in the day, if you remember at work, I don't know if you were around during these times, but he would just he would say that he can kick shit, he can kick you in the face. I can kick you in the face. My foot gets up that high. This. You're 6'6" or whatever it is. I can kick you in the face still. Sure. And stuff like that. And then I'd do it. I'd be like, dude, I can kick you right back, bitch. Yeah. And we do that back and forth.
Okay.
And then anytime we hang out and something like that gets brought up, I'm like, dude, I'll beat the fuck out of you, Trandon. What do you want to do about it? And then I instigate fights.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So that's what happened. So while that was happening, Cheyenne pulls me aside and goes, hey, because you were here with Shelby. You guys were here together.
Yeah. Killing it. Couple of the year.
Which was fantastic. Couple of the year. I'll give you that vote. Yeah. I'll give you that vote.
Yeah.
And my vote counts twice. So there you go. And I'm like, so we're out having the greatest time.
Yeah.
And Cheyenne and Shelby have talked. And Cheyenne goes, hey, I talked to Shelby. They're just going to crash here. Because you certainly didn't need to drive. And Shelby also didn't need to drive.
No.
And it's too far to cat. It just doesn't, logistically, it doesn't make sense. So Cheyenne's like, hey, they're going to, Cheyenne and Shelby are going to crash here. I was like, awesome. And she's like, so Shelby grabbed his keys. So I have the keys. And I hid them in the house.
She put them in a random fucking bowl in the cabinet, dude, like a cereal bowl.
I know.
It's so lucky we found those.
So she goes, so I hid their keys. So just so you know what's going on. I'm like, okay, awesome. Good.
Don't hide them from yourself, though, Cheyenne.
Good.
Okay?
I'm like, good. And that's awesome. And so then she tells me that, and then I walk out and watch this fight breaking out between you and Trandon and whatever. That ends, and then we're talking for a minute, and you're talking the most shit ever.
About who?
Everything.
Okay. Fair.
Literally everything.
Fair. I don't remember this at all.
Literally.
At all.
Do you know campy old TV shows or cartoons, where there's a gun or a laser or something that's controlled by a remote. Yeah. And it's watch brr, brr, and then this is a standard trope.
And it breaks
and then just yeah, it's just shooting.
That was
firing.
Me. I'm the laser.
Yes.
Just
you're Trandon, fuck you, I'll beat your ass. And then you're like me, you're like, fuck you, you suck at poker. I should have killed you. You suck. And you're just firing.
You Caucasian piece of shit.
Yeah, you're just.
I wish you would.
All over. I should have won that frisbee game.
Yeah. I just let it all happen.
Justin, you're just firing off in all direct. And I'm like, all right.
Hey, Gower with anything?
I'm like, all right. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, he deserved it.
It was going everywhere.
I love you, Justin, but you deserved it.
Everyone got it. And it's like, okay. And I was like, bro. You just need to chill. Bro, just chill. And you're like, all right, whatever. And then you shook it off. And I was like, dude, you're crashing here tonight, right? And then you just unleash up. I'm not fucking crashing out. Do whatever I want. Blah, 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 blah. And you just start going off.
Piece of shit.
And Cheyenne looks at me from across the little circle of our conversation. And she looks at me. And what's funny is, and this is how fucked up you were, is that it's not like she talked secretly. She talked openly, just knowing that you wouldn't be paying attention.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, babe, we already have his keys. He's not going anywhere. Just, there's no point in talking about it.
Yeah.
You're standing right next to me, and you're still just blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then it's what that diffused, ended. And then we start to go, and then we're going back to play poker. Oh. And then I think Cheyenne and Shelby like just literally put you to bed. They were like, hey, come inside. And you were like, what? Like, I don't know. I don't remember. I wasn't there for that part. But they just walked in and they said you were talking shit like, well, I'm not tired. I'm not blah, 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 blah. And Shelby like pushed you on the pull-out couch. Yeah. Like, boom, like pushed you down and you just like hit and you were out. You're just gone.
Time?
Immediately
10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. Time 10:30 p.m.
Literally 10:30 p.m.
That's what time I fell asleep.
I know.
I don't remember it. I just have timestamps.
Literally 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m.
It's so funny, dude.
It's impressive.
It's so
It's
funny.
impressive.
It is impressive.
Be dead serious. Have you ever seen me that drunk?
Yeah.
You've never seen me act that way.
I've never seen you act that way.
I might have drank more or whatever. I don't know why I was so fucked up, dude. I was wasted, and I'm not gonna apologize because I'm not sorry.
No, shouldn't be.
I'm embarrassed, but at the same time, like, am I really? No. Oh, Tanner, you shouldn't act that way. Next weekend does the same thing. You know, one of those situations.
I mean, that's what we were there.
That's what we're there for.
That's what we were there for that night. I mean, if you did that like at a work function, then it's a different thing. But like we were here. I mean, we're here
to get fucked up and
play
cards and do whatever. It was a whole thing.
And it was a win.
And I won.
Actually, you were the first one to win.
I won.
You were not the last one to win.
I won.
You're not the only one to win.
But I won.
In quick succession.
I'll split the victory with whoever, dude, but I won. I'm a champion.
You won. Yeah.
Okay.
You won that night.
Okay.
So anyway.
Because I woke up at 6 and we were out, dude. I was ready to go. I was like, hey,
and then you had to
ready
go
for the day.
And then you had to go find your keys.
Yeah, dude, impossible to do.
Because the only thing that Cheyenne told Shelby was
in a bowl.
They're in a bowl.
In a bowl. You know how many bowls are in a house? In the average house?
Bowls.
A lot of bowls. And they're in different places.
Many bowls. I didn't know where they were. She told me also they're in a bowl.
They were in like your plate and bowl cabinet. Yeah. Like in the back in a bowl. Literally like the cereal bowl that you would have grabbed if you had cereal for 5 straight days. Right. That bowl.
So the funny thing is I had to get up at 9 to take Jess to the airport. Mm-hmm. So I was up like at 9.
Were you fully expecting to see me asleep on the couch?
Yeah, for sure. And you weren't there.
Gone.
Right. So I get up at 9 to take Jess to the airport. You know, it's like an hour drive to Evansville. Half an hour drive there, half an hour back. It ends up being an hour. You know, whatever. I pick up a few things. Like I throw some trash away because I was awake and like kind of clean up a little bit so it doesn't look as tragic. And I go in to lay back down in bed at like 10:15, something like that. Mm-hmm. And Cheyenne's asleep, and she like wakes up, and she's like, "Hey," and she tells me where your keys are. She's like,
they're in a bowl.
Tanner's keys, because they're probably gonna be looking. I was like,
"No, they're gone,
babe. They're gone.
They're gone."
Like, not only that. The funny thing is, I forgot,
dude.
I fell asleep on the couch.
I am so sorry.
I fell asleep on the couch in the office and woke up at 7.
Yeah,
I forgot until I fell asleep on the couch in the office because I was up till like 4. And then like I was like, I'm just gonna like watch 10 minutes of this before I go to bed, just decompress, and then I passed on the couch. Woke up at 7, and you guys were already gone. And then Cheyenne's like telling me like at 10 or something like, "Oh, their keys are." I was like, "Babe, they've been gone."
Sean,
hours. What?
Sean, I have to go to the bathroom. We're gonna cut this. You're gonna be by yourself. No,
right
not yet. Not yet.
We're stopping. This man, I'll tell you what. Right now, this man is literally the worst. I'm gonna tell you that right now. What I should do is take his phone because he left it down here. I wonder if he has a passcode on it. I'm going to take... Is it unlocked? He has a all right. So I was going to try and hack his phone. That would have been hilarious, especially when he saw us because I was going to do some weird shit. But he is literally the worst because we're about to shut this down like right now. He's going to the bathroom. So anyway, Tanner completely lost his shit. I'm going to tell you a little more about that poker hand. He was talking the most shit ever of all time about how he's going to, you know, whatever, like take my kids, my wife, and my house because I was the worst at poker or something like that. And I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? Because I'm winning the hand. I'm definitely winning the hand because you don't have shit. And he's like, no, fuck you, fuck everything. I'm taking everything. It's all mine. It's mine now. And you know what? We flip the cards up, and Who took it all? I did. Because I always do against this son of a bitch. Every time against him, I take it all 100% of the time. He tried to talk shit back, but I cut his mic.
Oh, no. If he's talking about me, that's not true. Okay, everyone listen up. Here's the thing, real quick.
Oh, that's
now I can go for another hour and a half
dude,
because I didn't pee in the toilet.
We're shutting this down.
I peed in a Pyrex that I brought.
That's disrespectful.
Just to measure how much I can pee. And I did 1.2 liters in 12.7 seconds. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
I'm not playing that game. Good Lord. All right.
P-champ.
So... P-champ. Fuck out of here.
P-champ.
So anyway, those have been our late night shenanigans.
God damn, dude.
For the
man, we need to cut these.
weeks.
We need to I don't know, because we're not going to go back to 3-hour podcast.
We can't do that.
But we need to tell stories quicker, maybe, or just not have as much fun.
Probably. Probably need to tell them quicker.
Yeah, because we're not going to have less fun.
We're not going to have less.
No, we're going to have more fun.
We're going to have more fun.
We're going to have more fun.
If anything, we're going to have more fun.
God damn, dude.
I can feel the fun rising.
Do you think we could start a social media campaign where we charge maybe $20 to teach people how to have fun?
I bet we could.
Dude, do you think that anyone could go out with us and not have a fun time?
Oh, I'm certain it could happen, but
it's on them.
It's on them.
It's on them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
It's not for lack of opportunity, and which is what typically it is. But it's like, dude, we cut all those barriers out. We're gonna have the best time ever, baby. We're gonna have the best time ever. We're gonna have a blast.
We're gonna have a blast, baby. Get it done, baby.
All right. So those have been our nights out. Our nights out shenanigans.
If you guys want to have some stories to talk about with us, hit us up.
Hit us up.
We don't go out often or all the time, but when we do,
it's on.
It's on, baby.
It's on.
It's on.
Before we get out of here, because we do need to get out of here. Anything new you've been watching, reading, listening to? Anything new on your?
Anything new I've been watching? So yes, there is something I have watched in the past week that is new. For people that are listening to this podcast, maybe you're a fan of other podcasts and you might know it. Are you a fan of the Tom Segura Your Mom's House podcast? Yes, you are.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so do you know Robert Paul Champagne?
God bless.
They did the documentary with him and Josh Potter, where Josh Potter goes to his house and interviews him.
Are you kidding me?
It's out.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Dead ass serious. You need to watch it right now.
Where is it? Just like on YouTube?
YouTube.
That's. Oh my God. I don't even know if I can watch it.
It's cringeworthy.
I don't think I could watch it.
It makes every part of your body just clamp up. And you kind of sit there like you have cerebral palsy, and it's bad because you're just so scared of what he's going to say next.
I think I would have to be 4 times as drunk as I am right now to watch it.
Yeah. That's what I've been watching. On top of that, I've been not watching, but listening to Big Little Lies. You know what that is on HBO?
You've been listening to it?
Shelby watches it.
Why aren't you watching it?
I kind of do watch it. It's good.
Dude, I watched the whole first season.
It's very entertaining.
Is she watching the first season or the second season?
She's on the second season. Or the newest, whatever the newest is.
Second season. Okay. Yeah. Big Little Lies is the shit. Okay. Me and Cheyenne watched the first season.
Okay.
And you
guys really like it.
We crushed it in
I watched the first season with Shelby too. But 2 weeks. Again, it's not something that I'm watching. I'm multitasking when I watch it. So
not me, dude. I'm all in on that. I'm hooked, bro.
Not me, dude.
I watched the first episode of the first episode, season 1, episode 1, Big Little Lies ends. Roll credits.
Mm-hmm.
That might be the best episode of television I've ever seen.
That's not true, though. You thought that at the time, but that's not true.
I don't know. What I'm saying is, maybe it's not true, but it's in the conversation. That's what I'm saying, guy.
Dude, we're not having that conversation right now.
What I'm saying is, and I'm not saying the show overall.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make another best statement. You're gonna try and throw this back at me.
Do it.
I'm not saying it's the best show overall.
Do it.
I'm not saying
Breaking Bad.
That's not the conversation that I'm having. I'm not having that conversation in this moment. What I'm saying is that pilot episode is one of the best episodes of television I've ever seen.
Truthfully. First episode of that show.
For season 1, episode 1.
I don't even know if I remember what happens then. I just know Reese Witherspoon's in it.
Uh-huh.
And I know, I can't think of his name on top of my head. Adam Scott. Ben. That's what I was gonna say. Adam Scott though is
Adam
his name.
Scott's in it.
And so is Nicole Kidman.
Yep.
And then something else. But Reese Witherspoon is with Adam Scott.
Yep.
Do you know what she does?
You don't. We're not giving shit away. Yeah,
Have you seen it?
I watched the whole first season.
Okay.
Not the second season. Don't tell me anything about the second season.
They're going through it.
We haven't started. I know they're going through it, but we haven't started the second season yet. Yeah. But I'm like, it's just a timing thing. We just haven't had a chance to start it. I'm looking forward to. Don't slut shame. Don't slut shame Reese, bro.
I'm going to.
Don't slut shame.
Dude,
Reese.
you can slut shame. You can't like slut shame girls for wearing things, but you can slut shame married women who cheat on their husbands.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably a fair rule.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you're watching that?
Yeah.
And you're loving it.
I enjoy it.
Pretending like you don't.
We're watching it. We're watching it as it comes out because it's currently going on right now. So we're watching it as we go out. Shout out to HBO because you guys are the best.
Killing it.
We're watching it and I'm really enjoying it. On top of that, the only other thing that I'm watching that is quote unquote new from like my regular routine of like Parks and Rec, Office, Friends.
Yeah. Chernobyl.
I already watched it, finished it. It's great. Dude, it's unbelievable. It's literally, it's great. I'm going back to Entourage. I started Entourage over. And the reason I did that is because Big Little Lies is on HBO. And you know, it was already up on my Chromecast. And I was like, I'm going to watch Entourage. Vinny Chase, baby. Real Aquaman. The real Aquaman.
The OG Aquaman.
Yeah.
I haven't, so I watched that whole thing, but not that long ago.
You kind of have his hair.
Dude,
just not as curly.
Yeah, not as curly. I watched that whole thing like 1 year ago. And so like, but
I remember that. I remember talking about that
because I had never watched any of it.
It's such a good show. Is the acting corny sometimes? Yeah, for sure. But that's fine because it's an unbelievable show.
It's a fun show.
It's very fun. Very fun. A lot of cameo, like you know, like you said, fun is the best word to describe it because a lot of good cameos, a lot of good references to like your pop culture and stuff that you like, and it's really good.
Yep. I've watched one new thing since we spoke last.
Is it interesting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's hear it.
Started Stranger Things season 3.
Okay, here's the thing about Stranger Things, dude. If I'm gonna watch a show about a bunch of kids, you know, I'll just probably watch like Barney or something.
Good.
Or I could watch Stranger Things and just not be happy.
Because here's what I'm gonna say right now. Have you watched it?
No, dude. I've never watched any episode of Stranger Things.
Not any.
Never one.
Okay, cool. So here's what I'm gonna say.
I hear I'm a loser for it.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It might be the greatest television show of all time.
Strictly because of that little hair lip kid. Dude, that kid kills it. He was on a talk show. He was on like Conan or something one time. Like with the
curly hair?
With like that kid.
He's so good.
He seems funny. He seems
hilarious.
funny.
Dude, here's what I'm saying.
Is that one chick still alive? Like the bald chick from the first season?
Yeah.
11?
11, yeah. Here's what I'm saying.
What kind of a name is that?
It's fucking dope. They call her Elle. Sick. Here's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Season 1, I watched that and I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? This just happened? So good. So good season 1. So good. And to be clear, I watched it late. Yeah. Late in the game. Okay. I watched it where all the hype had already happened and I was expecting to not like it because I was like, it can't be that good. Yeah. Everyone's talking all this shit. It's not gonna be that good.
It's fucking 8-year-old kids acting.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be bullshit. And so I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. And finally, I watched it with Cheyenne.
Next level.
So good.
Next level.
So good.
Okay, that's what I hear, man.
And then this happens. We watch season 2, in which unanimously people don't like season 2. Mm-hmm. And I watched season 2. And I remember, and I think back on season 2, and I'm like, yeah, season 2 was not that great. It wasn't as good as season 1.
Because you're holding up to the first season.
It certainly wasn't as good. It certainly wasn't as good as season 1. Like, it wasn't that great, whatever. And then season 3 happens. And at the very beginning, season 3, episode 1, they do a recap. They do like a 4-minute recap of season 2. They're showing all the clips.
You're like, oh, it was sick.
It was so good. Yeah. Season 2 was so good. And I'm like, dude, all the shit that I think about when I think about the show is from season 2. It's amazing. Season 2 was fantastic. Season 3, better than season 2.
Yeah.
Might be better than season 1.
You know what my biggest beef is now?
It's so good. It's so good.
Now that you've talked about it, my biggest beef is the fact that they call a lady named 11 L. Because
I don't like it.
Whenever you pronounce 11, you don't say 11. You say 11. So you call her Eel. If anything, E11.
But they call her L. And I think that's just because I think that's more for like mixed company. But the only reason her name is 11 is because like that's like her science, from the lab name.
Yeah, she's number 11.
Yeah,
like Stitch was like number 287 or whatever.
Exactly. So it's like it's not she's attached.
She was before Stitch though.
It's like yeah. So it's like it's not like she's attached to the number 11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they had to give her a name, so they call her L. Like who fucking cares what her name is? She's the most badass ever. She's badass.
She's the most badass ever. Take it back. You're sitting across from me.
Okay. More badass.
I could fight her.
She's definitely nope.
Is she like a karate lady?
Move shit with her mind.
Oh, she's one of them.
She'll slam you against the wall.
She's a mutant.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Maybe I don't know.
Like an X-Men.
They haven't really. I think they explained it, but it gets confusing. But I don't, dude. Doesn't matter. It is pure 80s nostalgia.
Everyone loves Stranger Things,
dude. It is so 80s. Like the title, the entrance, like and the music and everything, and the title card comes up, and it looks like a Stephen King Stephen King, Stephen King, and like there's just dude, it's 80s nostalgia because it takes place in the 80s. In this season they're playing up heavily like the mall, like the new mall, and it's like dude.
The mall just now became a poppin' spot. Dude. I'm all about the mall.
Get out of here. But it's just like, dude, it hits the nostalgia. It hits the pop culture references. The acting is super on point. The writing is good. It's clever.
Yeah.
And it's just.
I wasn't alive in the 80s.
Bro, just watch it.
I was born in 92, guys.
Bro, just pretend like you don't know what's up in the 80s. You know. Okay?
I do know strictly from the CNN documentary of the 80s.
Yeah, well, whatever. All right, so anyway, that's what I've been watching.
Give you up.
That's what I've been watching.
Never gonna let you down.
Go watch it. Season 3. I have 2 episodes left. I might watch them tonight, brother.
Nothing else new?
Nothing else new.
Nothing else new. Okay, cool. I haven't watched anything else new either, but last night I watched Starsky and Hutch with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller, fantastic. And it's such a funny movie. Snoop Dogg's in it, by the way.
I know he is.
Second Vince Vaughn movie that Snoop Dogg's been in.
I love it.
Old School being the first. And with that, we are out. Actually, I have one more thing to say.
Say it quick.
When I die,
okay,
put my money in the grave, okay? Because the thing is, I want to go to heaven, like
I'm trying to figure out where this
like
is going.
Cleopatra did. It's not going anywhere. It's going to the grave. Okay. I want to go to heaven like a pharaoh. Okay. You know what I mean? I want you to like.
I don't exactly
I've been to funerals and I've seen people get put in those caskets with just like a bad suit.
Yeah.
I want like jewels and rubies in there.
Okay.
Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, some cash.
Got it.
Like my favorite CD, Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent.
Okay.
Like some stuff like that.
All right.
When I die, put it all in the grave with me.
Put it in the grave.
I just don't think anyone else deserves it.
Well, people say you can't take it with you, but apparently you're saying you can.
I can take it with me because we don't really know what happens on the other side, and I think I'll be able to use that shit. Jeez. Hey, if there's a strip club on the other side, baby.
Make it rain.
I'm trying to make it rain.
This is Miscellaneous Bullshit Podcast. Thank you for checking us out. You can follow us on Instagram at MBPod and on Twitter at Podcast Bullshit.
Yeah.
You can email us at yo@mbpod.com. That's yo@mbpod.com.
Yeah.
Subscribe in Apple Podcasts. That helps us out. And leave a review if you like it, even if it's bad.
Dude, honestly, please leave us a bad review because we won't change shit, feedback. But we'll troll the fuck out of you on here, okay? You piece of garbage. I dare you to say something. So we'll put you in the hot seat right next to me, dude. I'll put you in one of those.
The pythons? Here we go.
Oh, call me Girth Brooks, baby. No. That's what I bring to the table.
God bless. Until next time, this is Miscellaneous Bullshit.
Good night.